I understand networking with complete strangers can be very daunting, but your network is your net worth, and learning how to network effectively can make or break your career. So let's learn how to prepare for, introduce yourself, and maintain professional relationships that last.
I might start with a viewer question from one of the channel's audience. They would like to know how to prepare for a networking event and, potentially the best way to introduce yourself or approach someone you've never met before.
Well, yeah. With the intent of getting into the medical affairs role.
Yeah, potentially also.
So networking is everything. You are not going to be able to get a job unless people know you in this industry. That's absolute Bible. So yes, you need to network. And also you need to prove you can network. You need to prove you can create relationships out of nothing, from cold to hot, as quickly as you possibly can, because that's the role of an MSL or a medical advisor and other things. So to be putting yourself out there, to map, if you're thinking of getting into a role, or you're just wanting to increase your network, which is important for moving from company to company, map the major important meetings of that year. Yeah. Invest in them. Put your hand in your pocket. And when you've got the opportunity to go to one of these professional meetings, do your homework. So some companies give you the attendee list, some companies don't give you the attendee list. If you don't have the attendee list, simple word of mouth, are you going? Put it on LinkedIn that you're going. I am going to the MAPS Summit, which for your viewers is going to be on the 30th and the 31st of October at the ICC in Sydney. So that's one for the diary. We just met this morning as a team. So for that meeting, where we're going to have there's going to be 300 medical affairs professionals there. Okay. So as somebody that's trying to network, you probably want to understand who's going to be there. So you start putting your LinkedIn that you're going to go, and maybe you'll get some people back saying, I'm going to go as well. Start talking, to medical affairs people and really prepare. Look at the last year's meeting and who attended. Potentially you can get the attendee list to give you some ideas. And then in the lead up, think about how you're going to make an impact. Get a virtual business card, for example, with a QR code on it. Get a CV, take it with you, but don't get a CV, turn it into an infographic. And then people are like, oh, wow, you've not just given me a 17-page CV, you give me an infographic. You can communicate. Get your elevator pitch right. 30 seconds. Get your elevator pitch right. Who are you? Why are you there? Why are you talking to me? How can I help you? How can you help me? Try and make it quid pro quo as much as you possibly can. If you've not got a virtual business card, get something from them and follow up, but don't follow up speculatively. Don't cut and paste. Nobody wants cut and paste, ever. And follow up and try and get commitment and just keep networking and networking and networking and networking. Grow your LinkedIn.
Yep.
Your LinkedIn's a massive, massive vehicle for roles in the industry and networking as well.
Have you found these tips useful? Then please like and share this video with others so they can also build their network. Then, when you're done doing that, I want to set you one piece of homework, and that's to send one person in your network a "Hey, how you doing?" text. Keep your connections alive.
Great advice. Yeah, couldn't agree more. Can you offer some insights on how to maintain and nurture professional relationships in the long term? I know you spoke about following up.
So I learned from the best, and the best told me at least 3 to 4 touch points a day outside of work. So even today, I've spoken to 3 or 4 people within my network, dropped them an email or had a chat with them. I continuously work on it. You've got to be the one that actually works on it. I do, particularly now with MedWise, have a CRM. And, a lot of my networks are also potential clients or clients now. So I have a specific strategy for how many touch points and other things I do with certain people as well.
And reminders.
Yeah, reminders, absolutely. And again, the whole world of medical affairs is underpinned by strategy. And I have an engagement strategy. Just like if you were an MSL, you'd have an engagement strategy with a series of healthcare professionals. I have an engagement strategy with people I know, with my network. Yeah. Nurture, but also make sure that you're thinking about other people. So yesterday, one of my texts out was about an event that I've got no interest in, but I know my connection has a massive interest in. Are you interested in this? Think about other people. Think about what they need. That's what you need to do in medical affairs. Get in their shoes, get on their chair. Be nice, And don't sell all the time. Nobody wants to be sold to every time we meet somebody. People know what we do at MedWise. We don't sell it. We don't really need to. We make people aware of it, but you've got to be very authentic as well.
Yeah.
And be really interested in people. Learn about people. I've got the worst memory in the entire world, so I write things down. When I get David Tong's contacts and he tells me he is into fishing, I might write it down in the contact list just to give me a reminder, because I did that years ago for when I started people managing. I know it sounds a bit weird, this, but I started writing their kids' names down and their partners' names down and things about them, just because my memory is like a goldfish. But actually, it really helps. People want you to be interested in them, and you've got to be interested in the person for them to be interested in you. I don't think it would work otherwise.
Yeah, sounds very Richard Branson-esque, but I do the same. I'm a prolific note taker.
Yeah.
And I agree, I love that method.
Don't miss the next video in our series. Otherwise, you may miss the one hack to elevate your personal brand in pharma. This is your chance to stand out and make a lasting impression. Click now and don't let this opportunity pass you by.